All right, folks, I'm gonna bring you something a little bit different today. We just off from the wood yard. I am getting another lean-to just like that put on this side of the shed. I thought this gentleman was gonna come next weekend, but he called me yesterday and said he was coming this morning. I've been fighting migraines all week long, hadn't really done much, hadn't made no videos. I was hoping to clear all this up down through here, but that's gonna have to come later. He's on his way here, and I'll try to bring a little bit of video of how he puts his sheds up. So stay tuned.
Good morning. Hey. And come in. Yep. It was coming. You know what? I've been.
Got it without hitting the last time?
Nice.
Oh.
I almost saw Lee, and I hit it 3 times with my 4-pound, and I hold it up and hit it with a 4-pound. Yeah. Really.
When I cut all that grass.
Push it away from me. Sticking past.
Ricky, will you line me up right here?
Yep. Right there, right before the bend. Right in there. Yep. Will you yep.
find some trim right quick. Because I gotta get the bill anyway.
Blowing this way because, yep, it's this way.
This is the gentleman that's dead. I originally done this, I had a pontoon back in the day. Built this one, then I added this on from a pine straw. Then at the beginning of the year, both pine straw takes both sheds, so we got that done this morning. He's got to come back and put the trim up. They sent the wrong trim, they sent white instead of sandstone, which this shed here is a little bit different, lighter color, which I don't mind because nobody's gonna see it. So, Jacobs Carport, Newberry, South Carolina. They do a great job. Here's the final look. I got the sides down all the way. This shed will probably be used for some sort of storage, but at February, March, April, and May, it will be nothing but pine straw under here. This is about 31 or 32 foot long, and this point here is probably 7 to this corner here. Height is probably 7 foot, maybe 7.5 foot. My head is not gonna hit, and my tractor, I could put the roll cage halfway down on it and park it under here too. So, if need be. So I'm primarily gonna put pine straw under here. I had an extra street sheet and I put it down here. That way when I start stacking pine straw up, it doesn't sway. But in the past, I'm having to use this shed at the beginning of the year if I can stack it. When I can buy pine straw and it's beautiful that time of the year, I can load these sheds up and I know I'm gonna get rid of it. And it's nice to have, but I have to pull my boat and leave my tractor and everything out, my wood splitter. So now hopefully I can leave that alone. But if need be, I can put my tractor, the wood splitter, 4-wheelers, and lawnmowers over here if I need this big of a shed, which is perfectly fine, but I'm hoping to just use that shed, fill them both up. When that get empty, I can call the man, he can come, I can start selling out of this, waiting on a load to go into there. So Paul Jacobs and them, Jacobs Carport, they do a great job. They travel all over I'm not gonna say all over the state, but they in Newberry, but they will travel some. So if you're watching this in South Carolina and you need a good, you see it's a lot of companies out there doesn't use the gauge of metal, because I asked him, you see on Marketplace and stuff, a lot of these things got cross bracing here. And the reason why they have to use cross bracing, because they're using thin metal. That aluminum is not that thick, and they have to do that. These here are engineered, and you don't have to use the corner bracings. But sometimes your span is so wide that you have to have it. Even with engineered pieces, you have to brace it at the top and on the side. But that is 14 foot wide, 31 or 32 foot long under metal. But something I didn't anticipate is that metal was wrapped, and it comes, that's 32 foot long, and it's about 4 foot wide, and that is thick plastic. And guess what? I can cut that and 4 foot by whatever to go on these IBC totes and put it across to keep water out of. And I can get all I want. So I told him I need a bunch of it because we got a bunch of IBC totes. So that's something good come out of the day. Glad I can get that come off my metal, and I can get all I want, and I'm gonna plan on getting a bunch of it. So I know this is something different today, but I appreciate y'all tuning in. It was beautiful overcast this morning, so we got it done before it got hot. It's about 11 o'clock. We started about 7:30. So I think it looks good. We got to do some cleanup around here. I got to take care of that, but that's going to come later. So have a great weekend, folks. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope to be back in the wood yard soon. Y'all take care of one another. This is Rick Outdoors.